What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Y'all saw me just pulling the truck out of the garage. Like I said in the last video, I'm going to be building a cab cart and a little rig to pull the cab off of the frame. So that's basically what today's video is. That's all I'm gonna be working on today. I might get around to cleaning the frame off. Depends on how this goes. I'm not a woodworker by any means. I just got tools and figure things out as I go. Basically, I am going to be making the the cart as about as wide as the cab supports are, so that they sit on that and I know that it's sturdy and not going to crumple anywhere or anything like that. I went and got some wood from Home Depot a little bit ago, about a week and a half ago, and just been letting it dry out and everything's a little more. I did go ahead and sandwich two pieces of 2x4 together to make a 4x4. Basically, it's a lot cheaper than buying an actual 4x4. I think a 4x4 was like $15 for an 8-foot length, and the 2x4s were $3 each. Basically, what I'm gonna do is just chop that 4x4 into 4 equal pieces. That'll give me the height of the cab dolly, and then I'm gonna use the other 2x4s around it to brace it and set it up like that. And then I'll also use the 2x4s as well to make a little rig to hook up to my lift to remove the cab off of the frame. I don't have any measurements or anything right now, so I'm gonna measure as I go, get all that together, and then I'll build it from there. I'll put in the description, or I'll tell you later on exactly what my measurements were once I get it done. But right now I'm pretty much just winging it. So I'm gonna get into that and see what I come up with. Alright, so I'm kind of stuck right now. The screws I got, the head of the screw isn't big enough for the holes that are in the wheels, so I can't put those on. I looked to see if I got washers. I got a few that'll fit, but I don't have them enough for all 4 holes per wheel, or even 3 per wheel. So I gotta go to the store, either get some washers or get bigger screws with bigger heads. And then I can finish this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll wrap this up. Alright, so I'm back from the store. Got the additional screws that I needed to go ahead and get the casters put on there. So this is the cart, and when I got it all put together, I noticed with the casters added on there, and then the height that I originally had it was 2 feet each. It was sitting up kind of high. I pulled the saw out and I went and chopped that off. So now it's just a matter of making room and getting everything situated so that I can pull the cab off and get it on here and then start cleaning up the frame. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Try to make some room in here and make as much room as possible and get to work. So we ran into an issue. Well, as in I ran into an issue. I didn't take into account how far this sticks out versus the boom arm or lift arm or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't allow it to get close enough to go all the way to the other side. So I can't put it on. Well, that's unfortunate. Because that doesn't fit, my options now are to go into town and rebuild the whole thing, buy more wood and all of that, or I can use a scrap wood and offcuts and just extend this to make it long enough and just drive a ton of screws into the sides to give it strength. I mean, it's only got to be up for a fraction of like a couple seconds so I can get the cart under it. So I'm gonna take that risk. Hopefully, I mean, I would assume it will work, but let's find out. All right, so this is what I came up with. This is the fix for my negligence. Added the additional 2x4 space so that it can reach the other end. Just added that to that little piece right there so that it will stop it from sliding off. I could have took this one off, but it'll be inside the cab, so it doesn't really matter. I just moved this one in right here from outside to, because it's different now, and then I just added this little bungee cord on here just to, because now it's front heavy. With my hand and that cord, it should stop it. Plus when it goes up, it'll try to level itself out anyway. But let's get to it, and hopefully I don't destroy my truck. All right, so after a long time, way longer than I expected, I finally got the cab off. It was not easy by any means. I would definitely suggest a 2-ton lift. I use mine as a 1-ton, and it did it, but it was sketchy. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the cab back on, because that took a lot of work to do getting it off. And I definitely scratched up some stuff, but again, I'm redoing it, so I don't care as of right now. But when it's time to put it back on and everything's done, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get some friends to come help me or build something else, because that's not gonna work whenever the cab is done. But here's the cab off and situated. I ended up putting these 2 blocks, some blocks on each one of the corners, because the cab is resting on this. I wanted it to rest on this, so to kind of distribute the weight, but I still think it'll be fine. That way it'll go through all the boards, and I did it in the back as well. I guess I didn't even need those front ones because it's not even on it. The cab bolt I was trying to get out before I realized that I didn't need to take it out, but for whatever reason, they still stuck. So I got to work on getting that out. But the cab is off. I can work on my truck. Well, I can work on the frame. I can move the cab in and out and get it out the way whenever I need to. And I still have more room than I expected, but yeah. So that's it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and I'll be back in the next video when I actually start cleaning up the frame or everything. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all checking out my channel. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. If you're gonna do this, be prepared. It is not easy, but it can be done, obviously, because I did it. Appreciate your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know.